This WBTV high-definition program is sponsored by Time Warner Cable. WBTV News at 6 starts right now.
Now at 6 o'clock, suspects can run, but they cannot hide. 2 wild chases end with 3 crooks in cuffs. Video you'll only see on WBTV.
The number of animals being euthanized here at the Gaston County Animal Shelter has dropped significantly. I'm Sarah Batista. Tonight we'll show you the improvements they're making to find these animals new homes.
But first, at 6 o'clock, the nefarious secrets that could collapse a local bank, a suicide, a suspicious loan, a money mirage, a new lawsuit claiming this bank crafted false debt to create the illusion of financial stability. It's good to have you with us at 6. I'm Maureen O'Boyle.
I'm Paul Cameron. Welcome. It is funny money, but nobody's laughing about this story. The lawsuit is a real page-turner. Reads like a crime novel. Monroe man says American Community Bank fraudulently created nearly $500,000 of debt in his name. One day after he confronted a bank VP, that executive turned up dead. WBTV's Melissa Hankins on your side. She's live in Charlotte. Melissa, why would a bank need imaginary money?
Well, Paul, the lawsuit accuses the bank of making the whole debt up in order to, quote, create the illusion of financial stability during an economic downturn. We obtained a copy of the lawsuit today, and we want to give you a look. According to this court filing, Monroe resident Eric Hance received an invoice from American Community Bank for a loan he didn't recognize. And so he went to this bank branch to ask why there was $450,000 in debt suddenly attached to his name. Hance says it was there that he informed the bank's then VP he had not signed any paperwork to take out this loan and didn't receive any funds from the bank. And that's when the print you're reading here really starts to jump off the page. We talked today to the lawyers who filed the document. The thing that makes this lawsuit here read like a novel is the fact that the American Community Vice President committed suicide the day after your client confronted him. What did you think when you first heard that?
I'm not certain it had everything to do with this, but it is a bizarre situation. It's odd.
I mean, it alone is a very concerning situation, just like what's contained in the complaint.
We also went to the bank today and reached American Community's chief banking officer. He said he couldn't get specific about the lawsuit, but he gave us this statement to read. We clearly believe that we have not caused anyone any damage or harm. But Hance is claiming his bottom line has been harmed. He says the bank reported the false debt to credit reporting agencies.
What we're allowed to talk about now is certainly limited, but it comes as a complete shock when someone like Mr. Hance finds out that there's a substantial loan that's been taken out in his name without his knowledge.
Hance himself could not be reached today. His lawyers left a meeting in order to speak with us briefly, so they couldn't contact him on our behalf either. But we will continue to gather details on this case and keep you posted. Live in Charlotte, Melissa Hankins, WBTV on your side.
Quite a story, Melissa. Thank you. The North Carolina Commissioner of Banks is not commenting on this case so far.
2 wild police chases here put 3 suspected burglars behind bars. Sky 3 zoomed in on this one as Highway Patrol sped after this SUV on I-85 South headed toward West Charlotte. WBTV's Kristen Hampton joins us now live. And Kristen, the end of that chase was certainly dramatic.
Indeed it was, Maureen. I'm going to show you where it ended right here behind me on I-85. It ended with a crash that thankfully stopped the chase and caught the bad guys. Now let's give you a look at where it started. A neighbor called to report some guys breaking into this house. From there to this, police caught up with those suspects in the gold SUV and chased them miles away to this spot on I-85. A state trooper decided to put a stop to it and nudged his cruiser into the suspect's car. Within seconds, both driver and passenger on the ground at gunpoint, and now they are both in jail. The homeowner whose house got broken into, well, his mom saw the whole thing on TV.
She was watching the chase on TV, but she didn't make the connection. She thought that the person who broke into my house was actually on foot, but she didn't make a connection at all, and she was telling me, yeah, I saw that on television. I was like, yeah, that was from me, I guess.
That guy is a little giddy there, but probably because he at least now has a chance at getting some of his stolen stuff back. Nobody involved in this accident today was injured. Right now, we're live in West Charlotte. Kristen Hampton, WBTV on your side.
Incredible story there, Kristen. Thanks. The second chase starts after a break-in in Cornelius. The suspects took off in a car on 77 South before hopping on 485 in Huntersville. Their Grand Marquis got off in West Charlotte and recklessly drove through these neighborhoods. At one point, the passenger jumps out and runs. The driver keeps going before ditching the car, also trying to escape there on foot, but he didn't last long. Sky 3 was following him, and we were letting police know where that guy was. As you can see, they arrested Aaron Savage. His passenger is still out there on the run. To see more of our exclusive video of both of these wild chases, we want you to visit our website. Go to WBTV.com.
A convenience store clerk wrestles the gun away from a would-be robber in Morganton. Now take a look at the surveillance video. Customer in the hood doesn't buy. He gives robbery a try, but it doesn't work out exactly as he'd planned. He gets the cash from the clerk, but another customer comes in the store and spooks him. At that point, the clerk takes a big chance and manages to get the gun. Turns out it was a BB gun, but there's no way the clerk knew that in advance. She's very, very lucky. The robber did get cash, but not much longer after that, he got caught. Just booked into jail a few minutes ago.
North Carolina will not get out of the liquor business. Governor Bev Perdue said today she opposes privatizing the state's liquor operations. Perdue saying the one-time financial boost we'd get isn't worth changing the entire system. The state would have made about $300 million by giving liquor licenses to outside retailers. But Perdue says she doesn't want to be the governor who put liquor in every grocery store.
Hooters is about to be the hometown restaurant chain. A Charlotte-based investment firm appears poised to win the battle to buy Hooters, the restaurant chain known for its waitresses and its wings. Chanticleer Holdings, LLC, won an 11th-hour bid to gain control. The price has not been disclosed.
Outside today, we've seen those clouds trickling in this afternoon. Very curious what's to come tonight.
Let's check with Derek Thomas, who's just popped up in the weather center.
There you are, Eric.
Yeah, I was previewing my show, and suddenly I'm on the air. So now we're going to show it to everybody else. Here you go. We'll take you outside, show you how it's all stacking up. And, well, there you go. Our headlines, yes, snow moving back into the Carolina mountains and getting colder yet again as we take you into the weekend time frame. Does that set the stage for more snow coming up next week? That is still in play, no doubt. Now, what about the snow moving into the mountains tonight? Here you see the winter weather advisory for the Carolina high country. Even a wind advisory up there for Ashland, Watauga for gusts up to around 50 miles per hour. But look at that wall of snow coming our way. But you might be surprised where all that ends up. Talk more about that coming up in your first alert forecast. As far as your plans this evening around Charlotte, 43 at 9, 40 by 11. Maybe a shower late tonight, but overall we're not looking for really anything in the way of winter weather around Charlotte, certainly during the evening hours. We'll have more on that and the rest of your first alert forecast over the next 7 days coming up shortly.
Okay, Eric, up next at 6 o'clock, the local NAAC president called Charlotte a racist bastion. Now comes something guaranteed not to debunk that claim. A white supremacist group is coming to the Queen City.
And the people in the masks love to visit Rite Aid, but they go there for the wrong reason. Robbery. Drugstore bandits ahead in my Crime Stoppers report.
I'm Molly Grantham. Coming up tonight, all new at 11 o'clock. The economy is struggling, but folks in the Charlotte area are not drowning their sorrow in alcohol. Why your neighbors are drinking less and less. Plus, we've got all your breaking news coming up on WBTV News at 11 o'clock.